we changed the narrative of what pageantry is, and that is making pageantry about impacting lives, serving the community, preaching the gospel. It's such an amazing thing to be part of. Where I was supposed to stop, stand, and do my pose, I walked past that place. In my mind, I was like, how am I going to share like a room with these people? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is A. Please do to subscribe, click on the post notification bell so you get notified anytime I upload a single video. And if it's not your first time, welcome back my loves. And I know that I haven't posted in a very long while, and that's because I've been preparing for like the new year so we can cross over, like so we can start off the year in grand style. So that's why I've been absent for a while. And also another reason I've been absent is the purpose of today's video. Today's video, I am going to be doing a little story time. Yes, I know I haven't done story time in a very long while, and it's going to be something very interesting because I am going to be talking about how I won a pageant, guys. Yay! So yes guys, I was busy during December because I was contesting in a pageant that I won, and I'm really super excited. So I'm just going to be giving like the breakdown of how everything happened and why I auditioned, how I won, and just like the little gist, because you guys are my besties and you guys need to know. So firstly, I'm going to be talking about what the pageant is about. So the pageant is called Mr. and Miss Exceptional. It's a pageant hosted by Faith Arena Church of God Mission. It was sponsored by Bishop Feb. I personally love the concept of Mr. and Miss Exceptional because it changes the narrative of what pageantry has always been like. People think that pageantry is about beauty standards, how you look, how confident you are. I mean, it's about all those things, but the fact that we change the narrative of what pageantry is, and that is making pageantry about impacting lives, serving the community, preaching the gospel, is such an amazing thing to be part of. And I just love the whole concept of Mr. and Miss Exceptional. Like, it's a really amazing innovation. Now that I've explained what the pageant is about, I'm going to be talking about how and why I auditioned. So at the beginning, when I heard about this pageant, I personally was not interested at all. Like, people around me, they were like supporting me, like, oh, you should go for the pageant, like it would really suit you, you might win. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? But I just felt like it wasn't my thing. Like, I just didn't want to do it. Actually, like, it was the audition day I actually registered for the pageant. People were like, okay, you should register, you should go for the pageant. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? But it wasn't just like my kind of vibe. I just felt like I've never been in a pageant before. Like, how do I speak to people? How do I, like, what would I end up doing if I win? So I ended up registering for the pageant on the day of the audition, because up until the very last minute, I was not sure I was going to participate in that pageant. And why I registered is because 2022 was a year of me stepping out of my comfort zone, and I thought of no better way than this pageant, trying to like challenge myself and push myself to do it. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Highest, I won't win, I will rest. It's not do or die affair. So that's why I actually ended up registering for the pageant. So when I finally registered, the audition day came, everything was smooth, everything was going fine. Like, I answered the questions and everything. And then it was time to like say like who was going to make it through the audition. Actually, like, everybody actually made it through the audition. That's one thing I love, because they gave everybody a chance to show themselves and express themselves through the seminars. So after the audition time, we now started seminars like 2 weeks later. Before the seminars and everything, we were told that it's going to be like weekly seminars, because obviously, like, we are busy with school, work, and everything. So it was every Saturday for 3 weeks. So in the seminars, we had like so many amazing things. Like, I can't even begin to explain. Like, they literally blew my mind. The team members, they literally blew my mind. It was so amazing. We had skill acquisition training. We had the word of God, which was so amazing. We had catwalk class. Like, me, I can't catwalk to save my life, to be honest. Yeah, I have never catwalked before. So I personally find that aspect of the seminars very challenging because I do not catwalk. As I said, I have never catwalk before. But I mean, like most of us there, it was our first time like contesting in a pageant. So like we're all beginners. So they gave everybody an opportunity to learn and grow, which was super, super amazing. There was no discrimination for like body size. Yes, I forgot to mention one thing I also loved about the pageant is that there was no discrimination, like in your body size, in your complexion, in your height, the way you speak. We're all there to learn, we're all there to grow together, which was really, really amazing, with equal opportunities to each and every single one of us. So as I said, in the trainings we had skill acquisition, catwalk class, the gospel, which was really, really amazing. We had that for about 3 weeks, which I absolutely love because like they've made sure it fell on the weekend so it won't interfere with our work and school schedule, which was very, very amazing. So after the seminars, guys, when like I heard them talk about the fact that we're going to write an exam, but I thought they were joking. Like I literally thought they were joking. So when it was like 1 week to the exam and I started seeing that they were serious about this exam, and we had written a bunch of things from what we have been taught, like what we learned and everything. That's when I started to like get serious with the whole thing. I read like everything we were taught. I practiced for the catwalk class. Also, we're asked to do a catwalk video, which was really, really amazing. I personally think I did well in that video, but not to tilt my own horn. So we had the exam. On the day of the exam, I was so tense. I was so tense in such a way that it felt like I was literally writing an exam for school. So the exam day came and we wrote the exam. It was 3 sessions, which was the catwalk section, the gospel, and the skill acquisition classes. So that's what we wrote the exam on. And then we just wrote that day. It was just strictly for the exam. So we wrote the exam, and then 1 week later, I think 1 week later, the result came out. But before the result came out, I personally, when I auditioned for this thing, I was just like, okay, at least let me make it through the audition. I made it through the audition, fine and good, amazing. I was not like, okay, let me make it through the seminars. I made it through the seminars, which was also amazing. And then my problem now is, let me pass the exam. And it was just one worry upon another worry, which was a bit tiring. I'm not even going to lie, but we scaled through it. So like the week of waiting for the results to come out, I was super, super tensed because because if you pass the exam, obviously you make it to like the grand finale and the boot camp and everything. So I really, really hoped and prayed that I passed the exam. Even if I was like the bottom 10, as far as I am in the boot camp and I entered the grand finale, it could have been super, super amazing. The result came out and I was in top 4, which was super amazing. Like I couldn't even believe it that I did so well in that exam, because to be honest, yeah, I didn't do as much as I could have in that exam because I was not so prepared. But I just like allowed the Holy Spirit to lead me, and I passed the exam. Glory to Jesus, because that could have been horrible if I didn't pass that exam. So I passed that exam, and then like we're told that all of us, we are going to the boot camp, and like we are going to the grand finale, which was amazing. So I started making preparations for the grand finale. That space of from the exam to the grand finale, it was a lot of things going on. I had to go dress shopping, shoe shopping, because I personally, I don't wear long gowns. Like I can't, like I just don't like it. I'm mostly on trousers or like shorter gowns and things like that. So I had to look for a dinner gown, which was really, really stressful. It took me literally 2 days to get a dinner gown that I like, because one thing about me, if I see a cloth and I don't like it and I eventually buy it, I only wear it once and I won't wear it again. So I had to make sure that the money I'm spending on that cloth has to be worth it for me to like wear it again. So I had to make sure like it was a good investment on the cloth. So the first day I went dress shopping, obviously I didn't see anything that I fell in love with. So I was like, okay, the next day I'm going to go again. I actually went with my mom because mothers are the queens of pricing. Like they price expensive things to become cheap. Never underestimate the value of a mother, guys. Never. So I went with my mom the first and second day. So the second day, I went and I still didn't see anything I fell in love with. So I had to fall back on the original dress that I liked just a little bit, guys. So I eventually picked that dress. Obviously, let me tell you guys a little secret. That dress was because because of how like skinny I am, to see like a long dinner dress that would fit me perfectly was really difficult. So I just had to buy the dress and I made some amendments on the cloth. So I had to like make it body hug so it can suit my body and everything like that. It was a yellow dress which matched perfectly with my skin tone because obviously I'm dark. So I needed a bright colored dress which I eventually got. And then it was time for shoe shopping. Or no, I got my shoe before my dress. So I had to consider if the shoe and the dress was going to match. I mean, they match a little bit, but not to the fullest capacity, guys. But I'm grateful that they match at least a little bit. And then I got the shoe and the dress, which was super amazing. I did my hair. I think that was all the preparation I made actually. Then in getting to the boot camp, on the day of the boot camp, we went, which was super, like, it was so fun. Like, I was surprised of how fun it is because I personally, I'm not like such an outgoing person. I love my personal space. I like doing things on my own. I was like, in my mind, I was like, how am I going to share like a room with these people? Like, how am I going to do that? But I was super amazed, super comfortable. We had so much fun. I think, and one thing I actually enjoyed about the experience was that we did a lot of TikToks, and I personally, that was my first time doing a TikTok, and it was super fun, guys. So watch out for me on TikTok. I might just join TikTok because of that. It was super fun, super amazing. The food was top notch. It was amazing. We had an amazing experience. We had that, like, one thing about the camp that made it super funny was the fact that we had to take dance classes, guys. We had to take dance classes. And for some of you that know me, I can't dance to save my life. Like, I just can't. I am not a dancer. Like, I cannot dance at all. So we had dance classes. I was even shocked at myself that I was able to get the steps and everything. So we had the dance classes. And the camp was 2 days or 2.5 days. The third day was the grand finale. So we had only 2 days to rehearse the dance. Thank God for our amazing dance instructor that helped us throughout the dance classes, which was super amazing. We did like the normal dance, the choreographed dance, and then we did the traditional dance, which I really enjoyed. And then we did like talent display. We did pet project. Pet project is like what you would do when you win. I personally, I didn't focus on that pet project so much because I was like, the chances of me winning are very slim. So I didn't really focus on that aspect so much, but I won and I'm happy that I won. So after all that event in the boot camp, finally we got to the grand finale, guys. Like in the grand finale, it was mixed emotions. I felt happy. I felt sad that the camp had ended. I felt anxious. I just felt a lot of things on that day. So in the grand finale, oh my god, I can't even start to talk about the events we did on that grand finale. We did the normal dance, and then we did the traditional dance, and then we did the catwalk, like the final catwalk, like where you turn, pose, show the judges and everything, which was really super amazing. We did like a couples walk, not really couples workshop, but like boy and girl partner type of thing. And then we did a single one. That single one really gave me anxiety because, to be honest, yeah, I forgot like where I was supposed to stop, stand, and do my pose. I walked past that place. It was when I was at the end of the stage that I now remembered, and then I now went back to pose my final pose for the judges. So I had rehearsed 3 to 4 poses, and on that day I did only 2 because of anxiety. The talent display was a whole nother ball game. Like, I forgot so many things on the talent display. Like, I prepared for the talent display very well. Like, it was showcase your talent type of thing, and I did spoken word poetry. And if I tell you how prepared I was, even up to like the when I was about to go on stage, like I nailed everything top notch. When I went on stage, guys, if I tell you how much anxiety I had climbing on stage, because most of the events we had it like as a group. So like the talent display, you have to do it individually, and I personally felt like that side could have carried high mark. So the nervousness of wanting it to be perfect, I just flopped on stage. For those of you that know spoken word poetry, you know that it's something like you just start, you finish, very smooth, very easy, very consistent with your words. I forgot this thing like 2 to 3 times. I was starting again and starting again, and then when I even finally did it, I didn't complete the spoken word. I just did the beginning, the middle, and the like. I just did the beginning and the end. Sorry, I didn't do the middle at all. But I felt like because of the way I wrote it, maybe it wasn't that obvious, or maybe it was obvious, but they didn't tell me. Anyways, so I ended up doing the talent display, which I felt like I didn't do my best in, but it was all fine and good, because I felt like I did awesome in the remaining aspects of the competition. So when we did our last event, the last event for the contestants was the catwalking class. As I said earlier, we did like partners walk, and then we did the single walk. So after that, I think the program had ended. So like there was this intense feeling among the whole contestant, because everyone was like, who is going to win, who is going to win? And then they were just like, it was just like a little bit of a drag, because everybody was so anxious. Some people were like, let them say the winner and get it over with. I felt like the winner should be announced so that everybody can rest. I mean, we've been doing this thing for almost 2 months, so the winner should be announced so everybody can rest. So all the contestants, we came on stage, and then they called the guys on first, they called the second runner-up, they called the first runner-up, and they called the winner for the guys, that is Mr. Exceptional, which was Courage. He did amazing in all his presentation, guys. So it's a no-brainer that he was going to win, because he was phenomenal in all aspects. From day one, when they asked us who do we think we're going to win, to be honest, I actually said Courage. I actually knew he was going to win, because he had that energy, he had that zeal, he had that aura of like becoming Mr. Exceptional, which he eventually did, and I was super happy for him. As I was happy for him, at the same time I was anxious for myself, because they called that one first, and then after calling Mr. Exceptional, that was when they called like Miss Exceptional. In calling Miss Exceptional, guys, I thought that I was at least going to be the second runner-up, or the first runner-up at least. So when they called the second runner-up, I was like, okay, you have 2 more chances, you got this, 2 more chances. And then they called the first runner-up, and immediately they called the first runner-up, and it was not me. I was like, oh my god, Ehi, you have just embarrassed yourself. How would you not be part of the top 3? In my mind, I just lost hope. Like, I lost hope, because I thought I was going to be the second or first runner-up. And when they called the winner, I can remember it clearly. And they were like, and the winner is none other than contestant number 13. Like, I fell to the floor. Like, I couldn't believe that I couldn't believe that I would win, because obviously I was contestant number 13. When they even called contestant number 13, I had to look at my tag to be sure that I am the contestant number 13. That I am the contestant number 13. I screamed, I jumped, I fell to the floor. Thank God my friend was even there to support me. If not, I could have like lay flat on the floor. I was really happy, really excited. But one thing I didn't like was the fact that I was crying so much that my makeup was ruined. So all the pictures of after I won was ruined. Like, I don't like any of the pictures because of the fact that my makeup was ruined. It was so bad. Like, it was obvious that I was crying in each and every single one of the pictures. But I was really happy and excited that I won. Like, it was so mind-blowing, so amazing that I won. Like, it just like increased my confidence, and like I just had this mindset that whatever I set my mind to, I can actually achieve it. Like, I need to stop doubting myself. Like, this 2023, like, there is no more self-doubt. Like, this just like boosted my confidence, which I was really happy and proud about. I was happy about the fact that I won. And then after that, we took pictures, and the pictures were obviously ruined because of my crying face and my ruined makeup. And then everybody was congratulating me. I was happy. I was really excited as my position as Miss Exceptional. And then I was thinking of like how I'm going to work on my pet project, how I am going to like serve as Miss Exceptional. And then they presented us to the church, which was super amazing. I got to stand as Miss Exceptional front of Mama, which was an honor and a privilege. Currently, I'm working on my pet project, trying to see like how realistic the project is, how flexible the project is, because I'm in school now, so I have to balance everything and make sure one side doesn't suffer. So yes, guys, that was what I was doing the whole of December that took me away from you guys. But now that I've explained myself to you guys, I am back. I am bigger, and this 2023 is going to be bigger and better than the previous years we've had. So if in this 2023 that you want to level up, you want to grow, you want to glow, do well to subscribe to the channel so we can grow and glow together. Like, because why not? This 2023 is all about growth, it's all about productivity, it's all about abundance, having the abundance mindset, having everything that we need in order for us to learn and grow in this 2023. So guys, I know this thing was a bit lengthy, but hope you guys enjoyed the story time. Please do well to subscribe. As I said, turn on your post notification bells so you do not miss a single video. Leave a like, please leave a like, very important, because I know you enjoyed this video. So just leave a like so that I can tell that you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel, as I said already, then leave a comment on that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you in my next video. Bye.